On today's video, let's talk about one of the most important and most wanted items in Rise of Kingdoms. Not legendary commander sculptures, speed ups. That is right. This video is all about speed ups, every type of speed up, how to use it, when not to use certain speed ups, how to get the best bang out of your buck out of them, how to get more of them, how to pick one out of the pick ones, and much, much more. So, if you like Rise of Kingdoms, you're a new player, you're an older player, kind of have questions about speed ups, this video is for you. Sit back, enjoy the videos, I hope you always do. Slap a like on it, as I always hope you do as well. And I'll see you in the video. Hey there YouTube, welcome back to Gekko Gaming. Today, we're gonna focus on a topic that a few of you are gonna just click away out of because you're like, come on, I'm already using these, I know how to use them. Maybe there is a little bit of insight in here for you guys, and if you're a new player to Rise of Kingdoms, this one's definitely for you. So, in Rise of Kingdoms, we have a few types of speed ups. We have specific speed ups and we have generic speed ups. The specifics include building, training, research, and healing. Now, because of my, I don't really actually know why they changed this, but apparently these are bandages or whatever they are. Back in the day, there was like a red cross on it, kind of like you have in here for the healing, but whatever. The white roll thingy are healing speed ups, and then you have the generics down here, which we're gonna go talk about in a bit. Let's start with the specific ones. When you start playing Rise of Kingdoms, it's very enticing to use some generic speed ups for buildings, for researches, for troops, to just use all your speed ups. And while that may be something very enticing, and you will grow a bit quicker, you're gonna miss out on quite a lot. What I'm talking about is events. There are events in the game which are going to require of you to spend speed ups in order to get more items and better bang for your buck. A great example is an event happening right now, Building Power, where I am supposed to go up in power 76,800 to get 650 free gems. Now, if I wanted to and felt like this was something I needed to get done, I could spend my building speed ups, get myself some building power, and get free gems, 6 hours of speed ups, plus another 18 hours in here, all of this stuff, while still getting the growth out of my speed ups. So the way you should be using speed ups is only during events. Speed ups are like a tile of the most important resource in life, not only in Rise of Kingdoms, which is time. Utilize those during the times where you're gonna get more than just grow. You should not be spending any type of speed up unless you are getting more than just the growth that comes with it. With that being said, I know it's tough because I've done it myself. You have a day left or something, you just want to get it over with, you click and that's that. Sometimes that happens and sometimes that's okay too. Just remember that again, when you use your speed ups, try to figure out, based on the day that is happening or the events that are coming up, the way you're planning things, try to make sure that you're getting your extra bang. I'll give you an example. We know that Tiles and Bricks is an event that happens every now and then. And so if I wanted to get to here, I would wait until I know how much power a building I'm working on can give me. For example, we have this building right here. If I speed it up, I have no clue how much I would get out of it. 74,000 power is what it's worth right here. If we go down there, see if we can just look at it here, the difference between the two, we'd be gaining about 29,000 power. So I would need to level this up quite a bit more to get there. Again, I could use building speed ups to now get that. This specific event, I'm gonna pass on. But a good example you guys can see in a video I made about a tier 5 push that I did. Again, carded up on the top right for that video. I essentially held on for research speed ups as well as generic speed ups for a very, very long time. And when the time came, I pushed for tier 5s and I gained like 27 million power in one sitting of Mightiest Governor. And as a result, I unlocked the Mightiest Governor commander, Constantine. So I got the commander, which was hard to get, and I got my troops and researches and whatever not while at it. It's a very important thing to use your troops, your speed ups in the right time, as well as use the correct type. If you feel like speeding up your healing, believe it or not, your healing speed ups are actually the hardest ones to get. Healing speed ups are the most scarce speed ups. They are the hardest ones to get. And this is why when you heal troops, more often than not, you'll see both your generics as well as the regular healing speed ups available. I am a person who always says use up the specialized first and the generic last. But when it comes to healing, using either is not the biggest of deals. I again think you should use your healing first because that's what they're meant for. The same can be said about every other aspect of this game. Every type of speed up should be exhausted first before you use your generics. Now, there are two places in which I would not use generics early on, or in general. There's one place in general and two early on. The one place I would never, ever, ever recommend you or suggest to you to use generic speed ups is building. Building is important. You have to get all these buildings done to progress and get your tier 5s, to get your City Hall 22, to get 21, to get tier 4s, so forth and so on. But once you get to the point where I am kind of in that point where most of my buildings are where I want them to be, and I more often than not don't build, these guys just accumulate and they have no use. If which I made this mistake, used generic sculpture speed ups to build, all of this could be in generic form rather than in this form, but because I did not do it correctly, I'm stuck with them now. This is why when I do researches, as of right now at least, I'm only using these. And it's why, even though I can speed this last research up, I didn't. And it's why I didn't push in Mightiest Governor any research yet, because I know that I'm gonna have to use only research speed ups. And truthfully, I don't have that many. I've been using them all the time. I've used them to get my archers to tier 5 recently, and now I am kind of just holding on to them to get those sieges whenever. Same goes for training. You first exhaust your specialized troops, your specialized speed ups, and then you go towards the generic. There is something you should know about using speed ups, which is kind of an inconvenience, but it will definitely be worth your while. When you're using speed ups, you want to make sure you scroll all the way down and you start from the biggest type of speed up and work your way down. It's a tedious thing, you know, because 2 hours and 40 minutes means now I can't use a 3-hour speed up. If I use it, it'll essentially tell me you don't want to speed up an item about to exceed the remaining time by 20 minutes. It's just going to throw away 20 minutes. Why would you throw away 20 minutes? Hell no, I'm not throwing away 20 minutes. So we're going to need to use 1, 2, and I could use either a 30-minute, 2 15s, or 3 10s. But again, go for the bigger one. How much is left? 10. Go for the 10. What's next? 7 seconds. We'll leave that be. Why am I saying you should do this? Because as you see right now, we're going to take a look at that in a moment. You push the 2 hours. Cool. 1 and 2. But let's pretend that you're a person who started from here and went this way. By the time you got to your 1 hours, now you have a 40-minute timer where you don't have smaller speed ups to close it up, and you'll have to waste time in order to speed up these 40 minutes. It is why the best thing you can do is go from big to small to ensure you always have your numbers covered. If you spend or waste, quote unquote, I don't know, you waste 2, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, that is okay. That is not the worst thing, but even that adds up. Keep that in mind. If I were to do something crazy like this, which I can comfortably cover, it essentially makes sure that when the time comes where I need 1 minute speed ups, I'll just run out of them. So I know it's a pain in the butt to scroll down and go here, especially when you're trying to push a big amount of troops quick, or you're trying to catch an event fast, or I don't know what you're doing. It is a pain in the butt, but it's definitely worth it, and you definitely should be using it like this. The bottom line is, using speedups in Rise of Kingdoms should only happen when you're using speedups to achieve two things. Not only to speed up what you're speeding up, but also to get something out of it. Now, how do you get more speedups? The most basic and worst answer I can give you is spending money. When you spend money on the right packs, something like Call of the Ancient, War Machine, the Fountain of Wisdom, all of these have their own speed ups and their own stuff, and that's what they're meant to do. You spend money to get time. That's the point of it. But there are ways to get speed ups for free in the game. First and foremost, the most obvious answer is Barbarian Hunting, which I haven't done in a while because we just finished our Karok ceremony as of late, and we're out gathering, so I can't show you a report. But Barbarians give a huge amount of speed ups. You get about 5 minutes per level 25s every single march that hits it. So if you're going 5 marches on a level 25, you instantly get yourself a nice juicy 25 minutes. That kind of speed up can be of all sorts. With what I've been seeing more are building and training and generics more than anything, but you can get a bunch of other types in here. Hunting Barbarians will be your number one way to get speed ups. As a matter of fact, during Lost Kingdom, you should be going bonkers on the big level Barbarians if you have the ability to. Those things drop stupid amounts of speed ups, to the point where I think that 5 marches on the toughest level can get you like almost an hour's worth of speed ups. It's even more. It's kind of crazy. Like, you can hunt Barbarians with your AP all day and gain massive amounts of speed ups. For the record, this is where, as you can see right here, all my 1 minute speed ups come out of. You can see so many 1 minute speed ups. It's because of that right here. Look at that, 50,000 1 minute speed ups on the generic tiles. This is primarily from Barbarian Hunting in Lost Kingdom. The next way, which is a little bit unfortunate to get speed ups, is alliance gifts. These alliance gifts are unbelievable. You can end up with crazy amounts of speed ups from 5 minutes all the way to 18 hours, 20 hours, stuff like that. We have 1 hour right here worth of speed ups. We had, I hope we can see it on this. Maybe we won't be able to see it, but when I picked up on stream on Wednesday the Call of the Ancient pack, I ended up opening it and giving myself 10 1 hour speed ups, or 10 hours worth of speed ups. I don't see it in here. We might find one of these bigger ones somewhere scrolling down this way. But the bottom line, like something like this, 4 hours worth of speed ups. Look at how many speed ups I'm unlocking out of these things. And you don't have to have a golden chest to get speed ups. 15 hours is crazy for one chest. Gold chest right here, 10 hour speed ups. But even stone chests or wood chests can and do drop speed ups. So this is where you can get your speed ups very efficiently. Don't have to do anything, just open the gifts from your alliance. The final place where you can get speed ups are events. As always, you have events that drop you speed ups. We kind of saw this happen right here. There are all these different events dropping all these different speed ups. Karok drops a boatload of speed ups. Everything drops speed ups in some shape or form. Look at this. We trained those troops on this video. Look at that. 3 hours worth of research speed ups. 1, 2. Done deal, just like that, by just training troops. So getting speed ups from events, very helpful. From your alliance mates, even better. Hunt those barbarians and spend that money if you got them. The last thing we're going to cover when it comes to speed ups is pick one you should go with. The bottom line, to answer that question with one sentence, in my opinion, is healing speed ups. Healing speed ups are the ones that are the most scarce. They're the ones that you'll probably want the most. you have to choose between one of the types: building, research, training, or healing. Building at some points will no longer be useful. Research at some point will no longer be useful once you max out both these things. But training and healing will always, always, always be useful. However, training you can get much, much more of. Just to give you a little bit of context on what I mean by much more of, I very, 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 very rarely use healing speed ups. And look at this, about 2800, 3, 421 on the 5, 10, and 15 minutes. I used my training speed ups, all of them, like a week ago. And look at how much we already picked up. Look at how many 1 hours we have here, 965. I haven't used a 1 hour healing speed up in months. And I only have 965 of them. And I picked up 739 in about a week or two in my alliance, in my kingdom, doing events and doing everything that you do. So bottom line is, healing speed ups are the tougher ones to get. I keep this like that, the same way I keep this like this. I want to have them as an emergency. I'm the kind of person who, when I have it on hand, I might spend it per se. And when I have it on the side as like at its rough form, I will not be tempted to spend it per se, and I can keep it as a backup. I do the same pretty much for almost everything. I keep my gem tiles like this because of that. I don't want to have the impression that I have a lot of gems, so I don't feel that loosely about using them. I keep these in here because I have so many resource tiles that are specific that I'd rather run out of one of these first and only then make this decision. The same goes for your speed ups, really. You'll most likely run out of healing and will need more of healing than you'll need of training, because more often than not, what ends up happening is you end up using generic speed ups for training, which is what we're going to do with this massive amount of them. I hope this video was informative, helpful, useful to you about speed ups. It's kind of like very basic, but still, I figured we got to cover this in some shape or form. So, found informative, helpful, useful, slap a like on the video. Thank you for watching the video. I'm Gekko. I'm out of here. You guys are awesome with all your support lately. I know this is a little bit different from what we've been doing. You'll understand where all these videos came from on Sunday or Monday next week, when the final video of this small series we made without you guys maybe noticing is gonna wrap up essentially the series. Hopefully we'll have some awesome action to cover next week with a new KVK to follow and stuff like that. So of course, make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell and all that good stuff, and I'll see you sooner rather than later. Have a great rest of your weekend and take care. Peace.